Habuja for Mamuni Nakwaba at the ba Sadaqua channels. It shall be more na the program about Beshisha. So, Bacho, Mamuni Nakwaba Pew, the ba and the Jumedi so. Yes, you uncle so on Shramuna on Yamakasia. Sister Dora, I was so. Mama Eva, I was so. Nanam Pansan, I was so. Welcome. Sister Angie, Ubinim, welcome. Mom was soon in an Mobi Aquaba at the back energy media. So, last week, yeah, the part one, ever share. So, Broken Heart part one. In fact, I'm a farmer, so I'm teachings last minute, and I am a Millinash a buyer. Now, before say, yeah, chance of Babano, a very recap of last week program. No. Before say, and a very recap, no, Mr. Energy media, no, last week, the year, no. Callers for normal friend, no use where's be Emma yenya problem into Mr. Mwene Obaswa and seminar obekano and Kwakabrofo. So Fisa no dear Mr. Ofra a Cabrofo because ye program new near qua. Na me mum na me what me want some and answer more problem, Mr. Mo. Into Obasuna Ofra na Obaswa nyan semia no bekano brofo. Ayan wakanu chi edi amaye. Aha, Mr. Mo. Afen so me pesa me ya ade we me ka asem na ya ma ye na ya tie ho ase ye o topic bi wa ye na ye to mesere what ya say any topic bi wa ye very serious ade bi o ha etu nipa otumi kokum ne ho e bi ni sa topic ya ye ka ye ho asem yi esa me fia mo akwaba yesu nshiraw ya topic here discuss obu a eto na otumi eden ekum ne ho enti enye agudi ba study ehun say fiti time a ye live program a me de me ho ye example de me go through no I've seen say anytime bia baba live bia na say be program bia you see say nkrofo bi ye rough amenka asamo kire mo ade a unko mu no me fa nsere bi se wono unko mu a mensere obi because ebetumi ato na wo de to a ebi kra hu de obeye ho ebi ni sa topic we ya kan wasabi eye obi no wentumi anya no ma biu ebesinde obi nso eto no what ya se bibi akakopie no ye eni se okokopie ho but ho sisi a enti nje agudie your topic bi wa ye na ebetumi aka asere ba obi wa nso a ebi mutumi sheda gi omanim say omo be joke enye good behavior penin bi na frame address me say Ekow program na we na very very great but there are certain things and I say enye bi ekoso ha enkoyi enti me address and am say mate me share video ni bi na I saw a lot of things going on ebi mu dey joke ebi mu edi joke obi amanye na wakomu no wo sere no ba onyansani bi ka asembi also when you see a man fall don't laugh learn because we are doing so be sere obi akota sa amanye mu na wo de no ebebu afaso wo de no ntieti mu ebebu afaso na ebi ka wo de bebi abakokoto no yehu bi abakokoto mumye nja sa agudie no edu nsamisi amye fendi agro obi saada na to no ye maami bi saada na to no wanware bi obesinde very nice woman very cheerful woman wanware bi besinde so making besinde be man ko be ware no oti na eni no na be man ware oba foforo we the same church of womb ono nim so okọ obi wedding onim se be ma nipa nye enti enya agudi the topic bi say ya ye fendi agro ye fendi because and nipa na nipa bi trimu den nipa bi trimu osum nipa etrimu eden esum abushafo mesremo nipa 17 na ehwe moma ye ni na ye like program na maye ma kiremo say o share top right ayi wana bonus x bo click x no so na ko like na kan 1 2 3 na back to a chat box no so na yendi nkomo ene ebe makwa ma afrefo afre aha ya kasa konia maybe lines na tumu na won so ni abehye spirit besrew and ofra last week and semi kokọ so ha ya mu yusu words bi what I say yusu certain words ma me nya problem to mesrew and ofra ya kan twi na kwaka brofo words akese bi te se mo na ato ne bieja ne sanoma ya mo kan twi mesrew because ewie me na me nya asap on say na live no only padoda was because of the happen and enti one with your Miami yeah enti mo ba so yesremo ye nimsa mo motebrofo but ye wonsem bi wa yenka ye ba na ye kachem say ye say ni na ye guide ya ye kan mo ye de monte esremo Esther Mayfield said that yes some people were joking exactly thank God say you saw it enya goodie topic ni discuss na enya goodie. Yeah, even though some of the moments na yesterday, but mistake comment obi sere from beginning to end because of say ononko mubi. Ade an we experience ya tutun kofo. Metuma ka say program we ni pattern bi eje emu 8 afemu. Enti wo 2 na waka wo mu no, wo sere nipa 8 na makomu no. Enye joke, enye agudi, topic yen fan sere. Yemfansere unum die side we ye obi ene ebe kika wansem onto say man beba ye be ka die eyen kofo what you say ye be ka die eyen kofo ebusanfo ye be lines na tum wetumi afre na wa share friend saying moment ana say die to obetumi ni a share lesson die me betana na me ka ma asem a lesson no me pese mu hua die from me nka say me beka na modem ba e twa apia story. The next time I'll be back with different thing. No, omo pese, omo call, omo decide in a cow. Subatan time. Before South Suban can we know see a jay. I will see a jay. Obi beka na asema. I don't just some of answering. No. Or person mushem be free. Obi akobe selfish. Call your thing. On cancheremo. But the moment oba beka pe, ne be with the serious. Time in Suban papa monsacha. Minim say mpenifo nemum ye mu bi ye bie to say nkwada ye ya dane to say nkwada let me see obetumi afre exactly yesua de fiti time me betena be kan me story no I've seen certain people omo de yes serious. Anytime I post a video, I know my that broken heart emoji no. What's the me? Me answer me you. And I no. Me pese, yeah, me pese mu hu bibi nti na me share. Yes, obi pese hu bia no ka kire o. Me pese obi abe hu aka me share. And I me movie on aka me to me pinka. Me movie on long time. Me pese mu share dey free mu. And to the be joke, wo the be serious, wo the be mockery. It's up to you. But when you say if you no you obi no make sure so say if you new and say new 9 na just bompire say maybe nto ye ba be kire man kofo hu red flags ye ba be kika nsem ama mu hu enioma ni pa efemu ye mba say ye beka na mu de di agro. I'm telling you ade we to obi be sin ne ontumi moving on ontumi ehili what you say obi besin ne ohiliye entenye agudie ensem ne betena ye de beka no monsa kire mo adwene wo saa enkwala suban enye good me de pa say enkofo bebre hu saa behavior no mo kan your topic ad beto wo kan obi esere and utumi say me kra me esere but obi from beginning to end no esere topic we nya topic e de sere topic we enya topic a yesere ti asemini yeah, that's a very mature attitude. Yeah, it's bad. And yet it's not easy to be breaking hearted. What it? Inti munku ma danyanko pase. Say when you're the unku mu. If I nye a good deed, then srenko fo. And can't sama unfemu. I've seen a lot of people now. Yeni abrede kasano mo di quotes ni jokes. Hey, you don't know. I say don't mind them crap. Yeah, I have to tell them. To the be I say ye in near kasa. Yes, will be surobi. Yeah, a privilege in a say yeah, but na so cry mo baso. But do time ya say my muhu say na never be more ya de enkoyi. Aha. Let's start asika. God bless you. Maybe be lines na to move to me afre. Wait me afre. Na only a share story. Wait me afre. Na only ya share a story no na man na that screen so no aha Mr. Obaso a wesi bu a men kan brofo no aka ne twi se ne be ya ye ho nkonkwo kire aha ye ho nkonkwo kire last week the topic we buy recap of last week story no na ye kasa something about the damper and the dampy ye na ya where say damper no any obi a no oja obi dampi any de ye ja no etimo amome say last week session no me sanso eboboso kopem say ye benya call na obi nso abeda ba be kind story na na yesua bibia frɛ mu aha isa me fia mu ni na mbetumi afrɛ na mo story no mo de tu nkofofo because eya pa eya ha nti obi beta na oka na asɛm a enya agudie nti the damper and the dampi damper ni de obi a waja obi dampi any de eja no ya last week in your teachings there by say stages are the eja no e go through the dampi no e go through anyway stages are the damper no so e go through na ni na opposite e flipped yawa the eja no be go through last minute no obey okay no nipa no ja sa nipa no when she will be better than the ojano na on so be go through the same thing but I need an air reversed what you say ye jawa we ni nyoma will go through one or reject it a offense I didn't nipa na catch no or reject it you may take it as a joke what you say aha doc abaso Dr. Gabriel Abaso dame God bless you yeah wakwakoye friend is saying we share adwene way I would like say no be friend na waka nyoma say either say issue bi abaweni ma how I nipa ne behave the kind of things we go through doc obetumi afresi here na oni ya share situation we bi abaweni ana wade suemu no say ene wo afa ye broken heart ho if you could help us nka me ni bejepa ene numbre aha mena man obetumi afre WhatsApp na also either so near be share your story and answer your experience and answer the ubi be cool and answer maybe I just let us know and as last week I made discuss you share something about the damper and the dampy what you say and the most shocking thing is say anytime to you know you think say everything is okay that's when they are going to leave you. And the thing say everything is all right, everything is fantastic. Be a koso, be a koye that's the time. Okay, Doc, Fred, your father the call. Hello, Doc.
Hey,
Senior.
good evening.
Good evening, Doc.
Yeah, the same.
If I tell you, I'm not doing elsewhere.
No, yes. Me logging on to program and
oh, okay, great.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're talking about broken heart. Yes.
Maybe some question. What doctor? Client be about when chain what go through this kind of a situation and obey mono. Deba ade na no me pese okay be che okwa doctor e me say we be much about this particular topic so me pese okay be che.
Okay. So usually me I tend to people with mental health problems and also with this kind of things, especially depression. Kind of symptoms here, no. And I've seen a lot. Most of the time, the kind of patients who know most the gender related, high ma degree.
Wow.
A chill very, 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 very like a timmy bomb to the extent that they have tendencies to commit suicide.
Hey, I would say where the never can you so
okay. So you know, do something. And most of the time, no, in terms of relationships, no, I won't say, yeah, can't embarrass them, and this is for general. There are some exception to the rules. Imba usually put their all. In terms of that situation, no, say breakage be bamwa.
Yeah.
Are very, very, very affected. Now, most cases, I mean, when say usually, no, when emotions bamusana,
Yeah.
not breakage bamusana, there's a situation it's like there are defense mechanisms now. Like obia one defense mechanism. Obia what we are saying. Say bibi tuna mentally no, psychologically no. They are able to make a recover. Now, in the case where relationships are getting involved, no, where obi the some nina up to musay no, not a break here.
Yeah.
It brings them to a point where psychologically, no, because they've especially pensions are people who have this is the first time.
Almost first time. First
at home. And you know they haven't had any experiences. Parts more. They can prepare more to psychologically withstand this traumatic event.
Yeah.
And so they don't have any defenses, and you know they go to the lowest bottom. And in Ebanesana, all they can think about is end their lives. Sometimes they become homicidal, which means the opposite and you know, one of the ways Emma to revenge onto them and I say it's an kwala woman coming and kwala against the man.
We used to oh, okay.
And I say in that process, no, almost me court ma ya mom sika bebre say man interest sika bebre mom. Another thing is like I said, say ebia Berman where we say they start almost in person can word no bro from on say obi be with you sound
say
S word no sa S word no obi tell baby with juma mu crowd with ma with juma crowd with my you with the free juma because of the and it's stemming from depression.
Okay.
You will be a friend of adjustment. She's Nipacona adjusted to the traumatic events
I feel like it's like a person you be satisfied. Okay.
Because psychologically no only defense is be a bit media sustaining unconsciously no or artisanal to fulfill that psychological mishap na see one one see brain and in the psychological mind and obisano we give them treatment as they need a lot of therapy. So we'll find solutions of how to deal with their psychological trauma. We also give your mom will also antidepressants to bring them because it's a very tough time for them. A very, very tough time. Even men cry, so men like that like not Jai Juma. He was not productive.
Because I like whole system in Edumo.
Very, very
focus.
Obi cry me Obi for like almost 1 week when men did impo.
She Jane did
Yeah. It is very, very deep and very, very like powerful. So that kind of emotion, that love emotion, I say Obi the trail sana not like or disappointing that way now. Especially when you are inside it, very, very now. Very, very dangerous in terms of say a breakia. once if you don't have any support systems now, air stronger. Ubetima poison one thing I will say, Nipa, like people understand, relationship more. You have to be if you are you have to love, but you also have to use your psychological understanding to you have to understand, like use your mind, but rather than your heart too much. Because another thing, Mrs. It makes it very impact, like it makes the impact very strong. And they say nipa kona susu da say nipa we bit my
say and then you would never see it coming. You will never see it coming. You will never see it coming. But I bra na too.
So it's like an element of shock. Surprise. Like so like because obi ka catch me say nipa ko we or catch me say obi catch me say we say no be me, I would never have believed it. So Debbie. And this element of shock, coupled with the lack of defense mechanisms, defense tactics, psychologically. The bomusana it's a recipe for disaster. It's a recipe for disaster. And people all go through sana. First instinct, first thing to do, you have to sit down and like take a deep breath. Bring yourself back to reality, like in terms of understand what is going on, because there's nothing you can do about it. Then I say onubi we see, and I say wasani usatex, and I say wakam he's or the news has been broken to you. First and foremost, people have to relax, sit down, take deep breaths, a lot of deep breaths. It's very, very important because in that situation, one shall be Bonnie be. The second thing, the most important thing is reach out to somebody. It's very, very important. People have to reach out. Obia, I always tell you, thank you. I always tell people, say, Obia, have one person that you can confide
in. Originity.
Confided exactly.
Say eja boss. Where doctor betrayer betrayer. Say makama asem ni na akyerɛw. Na wo de makwa kwasi metia no so kra tumi ewekin de makomu no.
And that's another kind of way say it's also very, very hurting to people. It's all those come from trust building. Say me trust in the pakori. Me trusty sister we, me trusty brother we.
So on your bonnet.
On your bonnet, and then they betray that trust. It's all building up. It's building some kind of negativity on negative pattern, thinking in your psychology, in your psyche. And sometimes when you see people acting a certain way now. Because every day always assess people's mental health, people's mental capacity. Because Obia or acting in a certain way because a lot of people have betrayed his trust or her trust. People a lot have betrayed the person's trust so that only ye be crampona. The way only be you will be asking, why is this person like this? My day no yet, sir. Some people say you've never done anything bad to them, but naturally they are mean people.
I won't pay them.
It all comes from that long history of trust breaking or being disappointed through relationships. Thank you. That's the word. Paranoid. Through love relationships, friendly relationships, family relationships, and so to me, decide the neighbor. Indeed, Obisana, Yehon Musana, we have to rebuild back, reconstruct. We call it cognitive reconstruction. We have to reconstruct their cognitive mental minds. And it takes a long time. But with time, internet therapy, and yet, and then a very long process. And also with pharmacotherapy, it drew to also bring back those levels of neurotransmitters or dream, which is affected by whatever happened to them. And a very, very difficult situation. And Tisano, pe obia, only no, you can confide in him who will not criticize you, who will not judge you. Obia, everybody should have that kind of friend. That Charlie, like no matter what, that friend will always back you up. That friend will never judge you. That friend will always encourage you. So in terms of such situation now, speak to those people. Say, be about a brother, you at it, open up to them. Say be crampona, see your PCP for them to refer you to a psychologist or a psychiatrist. I'll bet my boy in those terms because a lot of mental health issues are common. We are taking it for granted. People are taking it for granted. And they say, "Oh, we there like a bit but what you're forgetting to do is that it is building up in your subconscious mind. All this thing is building up in your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind will eventually control your conscious mind, and then will split in your behaviors. And so people are working with some kind of bitterness in them. People are working with some kind of resentment against other people for no reason. Because
of their good.
Because it has. Thank you. I build it up, and he has.
Go through na like project it. Only good the next person so.
Because they haven't dealt with it. They haven't treated it.
So, doctor, why is healing so important? I mean, Bisa, we're doctor. Why is healing so important before you think of either marriage or relationship?
Because healing is so important so that interpersonal, we are living, yet society more. We have to communicate with somebody else. We have to live with other people, whether you like it or not. I will say, you have to communicate with other people. You will be in the bus with other people. Now, the one here, if you haven't treated yourself well, you create negative behavior patterns. It can limit you from achieving something greater in future. And it can limit you from getting a good marriage. It can limit you from getting a promotion. It can limit you from we need a group. Sometimes things we have to do it in a group setting. Now, if you are not mentally sound now, if you are not healed well, you cannot help your group. And productivity and it will affect not only you but the people around you. Because like we said, you are going to be projecting it on the other generation. They are also learning from you. And it's very important that mental health is a big thing. People are like, I'd say you're fine. We are not serious about it, but it starts from psychology deeper. You think say like psychology is a kind of occultic BB. Because the human mind, the human head, who's deep one, like it's very powerful. Some techniques that's why psychologists, psychiatrists, you won't say you are manipulating people, or you can be arrested for that. Because you be deeper. You can even influence people in a certain way, and they don't even know it. And human mind is a very powerful mind. It's a very powerful organ. The brain and the human mind is very powerful. Your steady mind, they studied not Papa B. I mean, I don't know. Say watch a movie. Obina ye it was about Kim Peak.
No.
Or one human being, and not like the whole year. They see he was a human Google. Okay. You probably know that guy. No, I've been part too, but he was autistic. He was autistic. Almost studying the brain. Almost will be about the human brain. Say the human brain has the capacity because he can learn something in like 5 seconds. Now can it? So they're trying to find. Oh, yeah, no, almost steady. The papa ne brain, almost the brain is so powerful that people can learn how to utilize that brain. They'll be able to achieve, like they're able to control things, like it was so powerful. It's like something in psych.
Okay.
A lot of psychiatrists are learning right now. But to get into your program, I don't want to digress too much. What may say in such situation for people to get help, you definitely have to see a specialist, a psychiatrist, a psychologist. If you don't have access to those people for now, have somebody that you can speak out to. Because like you have to, speaking about something is one of the most effective processes of healing. Because I just show Musana one can build toxic psychological mishaps in your brain. And one say, and always we say that Nipa, before they behave, they behave out of what is in their mind. Wow. So I don't know what you won't behave in any way, right? It is because of some information that is stored in your mind. That's why you are behaving in a certain way that you are behaving. So if you see somebody behaving in a negative pattern, they have to fix their mindset first. And when they clean their mindset, because if you believe, say, would you take action to do it? Yeah, no. So that if we are able to empower you, that show your mind, change your mindset that this thing I can actually achieve it now. Exactly. And so mindset is a very big thing. I always tell people, always make sure that you are taking a daily dose of something to improve your mindset about something
positive.
Or to thank you, something positive, something educative, something wow. Because one year there, mindset na ebe ha adwin bebree.
Wonderful.
Kakra metimaka no. Menim say we questions more.
Yeah, maybe so. So comment section maybe so. Yankopon shirapa boss. For teachings and clarification or the above. It's a good deal, right?
A good deal to say like
say yeah, idea we are two they be the deal grow this animal no.
No. No, I won't say there's another thing they say. I won't say maybe two people are or in general they tend to not deal with it now. They just away. Sometimes they lie to themselves and say we there
normal.
Some of the reactions, we call it goes into a latent phase. Latency means that it's gone into hiding. I could see with baby. And so your anytime because the mind is powerful. No, the mind has taken that trauma, but human being, you are trying to suppress it, and so you put it somewhere to go and hide. Meanwhile, your brain has stored it. Later, no. Now I bet it will manifest and it will bring you a lot of problems. So that the American say people have to tackle it now. So people are tools here now. Don't like downplay it. Take it seriously. Analyze it. That's why you need to sit down with a psychologist and a psychiatrist. They'll go through the process of analyzing what has occurred. We have to sit down, analyze it, understand it, and deconstruct it. After we deconstruct it, we now build it back and say, okay, idea way at home, relationship where a breaking up, or this broken heart, this is the reason. This is how it came about. I'm not the fault. I'm not the reason why it happened. We have to do this over and over for your brain to neutralize that negative thought pattern and it to become positive. It's not a one-day thing. It's a process. It's a process. We have to understand it. We have to deconstruct the brain, and reconstruct it back again into the time where you didn't have that negative that trauma in your life. And I'll tell people say be more, they shouldn't take it lightly. It's very serious. Free say and your light. free say yes. The only time I will say for people who maybe are taking it like is that they've been to it before and they've developed a defense mechanism towards it. They've developed a defense way of tackling it. Now, if people like that, maybe they are matured enough, they've understood this thing before because it's not the first time. And so even you, Crampono, your psychological way say will be strong enough to withstand it if it happens again. Or multiple times.
But if do you think it's a kukwa?
What's kukwa?
Say like maybe I told first or second one or two I won't tip in. Do you think it's a kukwa?
Which means it lessens in severity. Yes. Over time, yes. Now, so Obi Woho na it happen, and he has the same reaction. It means the person has not healed.
Okay.
I hate to say, also in psychology, in psychiatry, we don't do it. We try to relate it. So it's a science. No, don't get me wrong, but the way science works is a little different in psychiatry, in terms of the fact that also in medical science, so we want to boost your immune system. We give you we give you a virus.
Okay.
Young funny said, we want to boost your immune system against virus A. Say, because your immune system has never been exposed to virus A, if virus A is given to you, boom, your immune system will fall short, right? But because if we want to strengthen your immune system against virus A, we'll give you the let me say the non-strong form of virus A for your immune system to recognize it and be able to fight against it.
Yeah.
So that if virus A is insisted in your system now, your immune system has been exposed to it before, so you can where you're home with that. You can fight. Thank you.
Okay.
So that let's bring that analogy to psychiatry. Now, if you are exposed to a trauma now, your psychological defenses, if it's the first time now, your psychological defenses is now learning to relate to this kind of trauma. Now, if on the next exposure to that same trauma, you are not able to build defense strategies now or mechanisms now, it means that when you was first exposed, your psychological your psychological mind wasn't able to build that kind of defense mechanism. So which means that it hasn't healed. It hasn't healed, and so it is very, very how do I put it? I want to put it in the way that people understand, because I'm thinking of it too much in my educational terms. A person may be back to a sense I'm alphabetical here. Yes. So what I'm trying to say is that whenever anybody who's exposed to a trauma, over time, if they're exposed to that same trauma again, the way they react to it will be different. In terms of that, they'll be able to withstand it when it's repeated again. So that if it is repeated and they cannot stand it, then there's a problem in their psyche, and we have to figure out why. We have to figure out why. And for people who have been through it the first time, now they have the resiliency, they have the ability to withstand it when it happens again. Now, it doesn't mean that when it happens again, don't go through some sadness event, or don't react to it. They'll be able to react to it, but they'll be able to react to it more meaningfully. Okay, rather than compared to somebody their own experience be that. No, I sound so experience. And so that's the difference between those two groups of people. People who have experienced it for the first time, and people who keep experiencing it over and over again.
Okay.
Yes.
Doc, thank you very much for
Yeah, I'll be monitoring.
If any question, yeah.
Yeah, and that's the situation of this whole thing. People should always understand that, if anything happens now, it's not their fault. And especially if people who react very strongly, it's because they've realized that it's not their fault, right?
And I didn't want to say, the man didn't say not able to forgive yourself, no, and then they are netting. Also, which I forget you, but you trying to move on and say, when I'm out, come as I happy, I don't see a problem.
It's all part of the healing process. It's a complete package. If you have to be able to forgive yourself, forgive the person, and then move on. Because if the true depiction of healing is when that you hold that person, you don't hold that person with contempt and a grudge. Now, people have to understand. Yes, so ebia young fan say owo unim say owo ukohana be kawo na ukohana no kawa. Now you like healing comes in the sense that you understand that this is the nature of a snake, right? That doesn't mean say ebia you can't coexist with a snake. So here. So in terms of we say no, so obi aya osana, obi a break heart. Now that doesn't mean that you develop the mindset that every person like that person will be breaking your heart. If you do that, you have not healed. Oh, for you to be and also for you, like say because obi a break heart and to be in another relationship now. Because you have not healed, you be behaving in a certain way that I'm going to live my life. I'm going to live the next relationship in a way that the person will not break my heart. Then you have not healed.
In that protective mechanisms.
Thank you. But you have to approach it like you have to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. Yes, Obia break your heart. That doesn't mean say your new relationship no Obia break your heart. No. Now you have to, of course, you have to know certain things that you're not supposed to, to repeat so that people will not break your heart again. But that's different. That's different from you not showing love to the person or you giving yourself up for, with love to the next person. But before anybody, like my patients, I always tell them, before you enter any relationship, give yourself at least maybe a year. A year to 2 years to 2 years, because you don't want to go into another relationship when you're not completely healed, because you're going to mess things up even more in the next relationship. Because thank you. You're working with all this pain, you're working with all this negative mindset, you're working with all this, even though you think that you've gotten over it, Yes, you may get over the reaction to it, but you haven't gotten over it mentally. And so, like I said, your mental health, your mentality controls your behaviors. So because you have not healed well mentally, you are going to go into another relationship with negative behaviors. And then we call something when we say why it tries to make sense of everything that's happening to you.
Yeah.
So that one healing year when you go into the next relationship, ne break here. Obeka say same kai. Why give back to why give back to what Jane Bekato say same kai. Yeah. Same kai. But it's all because you have not healed. People are ready to give themselves up for love. People are ready to be loved again. But if you are displaying certain behaviors now, it's not going to allow people to do that. Everybody, people are all going to suppress their real love for you because you are behaving a certain way. And then it's going to the person who is expecting the people to love you, because they are not loving you the way they are, you expect them to love you. You're going to behave, your mind is going to tell you, semi kind. Now, I shut you off.
Yeah.
So healing is very important.
Wonderful. Doc, thank you very much, for the teachings.
Thank you. Yeah. Me that's so baby.
Doctor na be church no broken heart ni issue na na discuss. Also betumi afre na oba count story Mr. Oba so na ye wensem bi o menka no brofo no aka ne twi e de amaye se ne be ya live no last week ye no where si bi koko muma ene no I don't know new ndoma ye but we try to be stay clean ye we ne ye no wetumi afre na wetumi a share wo story so man kofo eti de kwan fa so a no go through this thing no you start to make kind of say topic we bi mu didi agro obi ni ya no afemu no obi di agro comment sessions program ni wie no ono wensua hwe aso be sere nkofo ye mpenisa because menya sure say obi abepese saadu ye beto no menya sure say nipa ne den say ono no pese okọ na ye breaking heart na wonka bi nhyiemu na saade na de ato odi o say then it means I'm a normal person. That's what I do always. If something happens between me and someone, I forgive myself first, then trust me, it's really good. It's very true. Yeah, you need to forgive yourself first. You need to forgive yourself. Hey, Sparta, welcome. Strike Energy, welcome. About your bit to me, afraid. I don't know. Mr. Besinde, I say, maintaining, if possible. Now I say yes, you need to heal completely, and it takes time. If I told to your friend now about our story, kind of sad you go through. They are told not obedience be free. So we become why careful now when you know air red flags no. Benny, so something it's not easy. Get someone who is mature to talk to. Yeah. So young conformer ben no open up to. That's the most important thing. And Naomi, I said, please, my ex is in Ghana and we had a child. And the child is 13 years. But what he did to me, I can't even forget about it. Oh, yeah, Samu. Sister Naomi, ding. But right now, what I can say is a banner bemunity. Try so one, forgive yourself first. Facha wo when you say we ask no papa eto bone if I say papa eto bia bone nso eto bia enhwe yi ni pemu what you say when you say abawie and what you can do is just forgive yourself first. The facha no try it will help you be free because one function anytime you're betting the din kra no na aso yema hyew ene kra na how e be ma so ate what you say try so the better no na ye free afi unne kra na we yemu nhyew unya ya obi awakom mu wankasa no de bone cha ebo wankasa eyi sam offense yi bi efruit so enti yes sister wo share try ebe try wankasa na presere yankopon so mbo because it takes the grace of God to forgive someone why ya wo yawa on sanso kram pa ucha na say emfa ne ho it takes the grace of God. What I say it takes the grace of God. So we be do bone na we actually ni say do dia ya na normal yeah like as emfa ne ho to ono na normal kra it takes the grace of God. So the bone ne be the be chesa ni pa no what I say but obe tumi afre na also the we yaba contribution and I say we experience aba na yesua dey from last week na me chere something about the damper and the dampy. Why are dampy no one you will never see it coming. It is independent culture so to me no tribia no wajawa you will be in a shock, you will be in denial, will be deny you may why generate us na ebia nipa ni diagro you understand obe reject it asam na nipa na kan would be diagro but as time goes on bon say afede ene opre when you find out say adenia no kra ene wokun what I say ene wobekun asam na ne wobekun wo musa then we go to a depression no ebi mu edisu ebi mu tumi ndidi obi nso ne di aduane obi di saa obi ane de ye no obu eto na ontumi ndidi obu eto na ontumi nda obu ansuo kra na ontumi nnom obu onso ne de na che na obedi di saa udidi ensom what I say udidi enye den ensom it from that no ebi mu ete ya oni ye ya no obu what pass wakoma ye wo ya wo chest eya wo ya wo te ya no what you say aha afi didi mu ha eno no so when heal ya obekọ rebound obu o lazy sa de na to na opese quick no ope obi edi replace nipa na ofi ho no rebound and say obi efiri life mu na ope obi better than nipa na waja ho na waja no what you say obekọ kofa sa nipa no but still na wa adwene bekọ so awe nipa no so wa adwene bekọ so awe nipa no so because you expect more from a new one na waba no what you say I believe say I'm making sense. Obaka kopo bi to replace ya na nipa na ede go through na say tukuro na waja wo mu no you fight for something na ebe replace what you say but in the end no wa adwene still na ebe ko ho ye na e wo ha na Ghana celebrity ni bi oni obi date 4 years and then aware still aware no ware na so aware ma na hye ne ex no. That means when to me moving on, when to me healing. It's why no is like new one or any favor or why am I asking the ex no. Meanwhile, say because ex and come on fan just on June put what you say on fan. Yeah, no. I say you can forgive, but sometimes you remember about it. I don't know. Satan a page one will be an agony idol. Sudden instant about brush it off. PBB something a bit distracted. That's what I can say. JBB a bit distracted. Be you are the flow because the more I buy gym now, you would focus on it. You know, it breaks you down. And to me, my own day and focus it. And my own year was said that way, you know. As I wish I could call, but I'm at work. Oh, Kafra, it's time if you Kafra. The Kafra. Opa bet my audio so aba if possible. Wow, was we abet me afre na ni a share your story no. Yeah. Obet me afre na oni a share your story no. Yeah. Anya easy. Ade we ya ade a enye agudi. Enye agudi. Inti eto bi a emamo fa nya serious, emamo fa nya agudi. What I say because I do eto a Edi ebeba otrim say ye ne that instant no na uji agra obeye se nipa wo ho ne mpe wasem ne nipa wo ho no anya smarter obeye ho bone because that time no ya wo no ye too much for you into person o ya ade bi a ebe den ebe ma ya wo na akokra obu eto na ade ba ne tima ne se onkoku no ho and utani ye nso obeye what you say ebushafo kwa be na obafa so a ya we na we go through no friend saying ubetumi I mean if you ni na say start working on yourself, start to work on yourself. Now one fat who say ade na esi no enya your fault and aba because because make us say you are trying all your best, you are trying and giving your all to this person but you weren't getting anything. What you say did you and say you can facha wo ho de din kan 2 na facha di pano facha no what you say let us me and start working on yourself ade obeya ebe distract ade obeya ebe masaya wo na den efru mu se ebro won so a seek a counselor no mboa ewo ho what you say and as a confide in someone or betwabo ebetuma your sofo ebetuma your nue bi ebetuma your best friend. But make sure say there are people among far there now who go train you then and fancy what you say. Okay. Yeah, shall say my man but I don't know. Yeah, intending. Me patcho bet me afre. Obetumi afre. Okay, Kola. Hello.
Hello, Seth.
Mami, yamuakwaba.
Mijos.
Epachi etiu.
Na topic maybe the other day. You wouldn't say broken heart dear. Na so na ekwa. Koye say broken heart sa me dey me the kind me near obi a me fast serious because me kai almost 2007 mo na that time the na me Ghana na me go school ewo me ndom school me ferry enye na me ko agona mase agona ezie na me ko secondary school na me ko secondary school no na my boyfriend na me no me ma me mo kase omo usha ko school sa omo ne me na omo ka me fi omo na me di boyfriend na chia na me dey insane me ko SS2 term ye first term I dey ko SS2 na me insane na me woy na me insane ye no mu no na I say me ma me obi anti me nka hwe nti say oba be ye won awo de woni ni nyimu de a okay busia no bia apene so se ne ntenase na de be ma ne be amount onye na asset emre bi me ko be ma yi ho a me da ho a o pimfo de onye ma odro so intentem na me de minim se be ma na da me niti ye na oni ho me ko hora one net wodi oba foforo asa wo telephone so na wan hu me dina age dina no a ti omu nkomo na du omudi nkomo ma ne che na bra set me kasa anhemi a ya me na foforo ka kire me si me da bi one de on ti me nyesa enti na ya me ka ya afu asem na onyi no oy
ya
manji and my best friend
on your fake
my best friend catch them say oh now me say obema na ane no oba we wo ho o manyi se kura mu akoye last time me trust a message no o manyi se kura mu akoye na wote na am se me mante no was wunni abako na danfo no na wunni anu anka ankyere wo se woni akofa na danfo na am se mi nua be oso wunni asem asi we Jochidem na mi hu se sa mi nua na amo so dabra even sempi nua na amo so da na wo mu a boy de no asem ni si ono oba foforo sa no opa macho de ni nyina because na almost 1 to 2 minti mi nko me fie nti den a o se metena asema ade achi boy isu pa machawa na onim mi ko fie mi didi awo anka me force bra me didi me se me buahwe me hu hwe biye meniti ye ni aye mu pressing enenti nene kasa mene the time am me wie ye no menene kasa but free me trimude unless me be babro chire no so ono o se ma babro chire agia no na me busa na se o kai de oye mi ni na achi iti mi me ware na na asese na me ma me ba ko se o se woni no wo ba ba ko de ware no wo beti ya akofa na am se ma wo se o se woni no wo ba ubetimi akofa na msi se ni suban me hu se de ni suban sitie nti se be ma we pa me kwa akofa na ya free Ghana edi na be krom ade ni pa de bi enti bra eba ye se me no wo ba nti sometimes yaw me ba no so owo actions bi woni mu a ekosen papa no nti do se brebi no na ase me nya tan ma akora no se wahu me amebo so na ase ni papa ni niema bi a eya na me hu wa akora ni mu no na me benya time bi ama akra no nti emu a na me kunu ka say saa de on e wo se me yifiri me mu and am say me kai a because boy na time am wo Ghana me ka say me jana ai na meku na me dey acid begu wani nti enkakra on semi bedru abetire na bedru abetire so a me nware no ana bi no almost 13 years me Bible 10 years ni na ofrem maybe me ha wa me say I say osu wa dia me dia bla besu ana me ka kire ne say na wo kra amompa ye kra ma obi meware me that time na afi no maba foforo enti ehye na nkasa me kasa anse na me ma otimi kwa me ma me ho no akwa ka kire me ma me say na wo na Naomi ama be ma na ma me say na me mu abrochi akohu say wo hu be ma bia na so wo hu be ma bi because me ba na obe hu be ma obe ka kire me say me hu obi oni me be kasa ansa inti bra abeme me si mi ntimi enche no because one even me ja akra no wo krampo no na akra ne wo obe run it 3 years bra when fi akra no o se obi because of semi mbabu chiri meja ni nti akra na wa anhwe no na me so abrochire so de enye anye krampo no benye ska ko mama amindi bi akoma akra na na hwe ene be ma ene ne to ehwe akra no eye ni bibia abrantie ya fe de wasa baba kis last year ofre me a okache me say I say wo be fa oba ni nti wo be fa oba ni de o say utimi ma me bibi na me se kra say what is na first of all kra wunya me number we o say I me bane na de ma na me say asa at the same time okra wakọ wo mienu na me so ma wo miensa enti 3 against 2 de enti ni enye adwuma okra de me no wo 1 enti bi kra me say ma kra be say 4 enti 4 against 2 me mba for wo wakọ wo meme akọ wo onu oba afufra akọ wo 2 na me so ma akọ wo 3 na me no wo ba ko enye possible me do be ko be bi meku am say wo sesen de eda na enum an say otimi ko me ma me ho say na wo mi picture wo me ho oko school di pictures wo me ho me de ba kunku ba no enti abrantie mi ntimi me sikuma se krampo no oni titiro nti me mfese me kokuma se
wow.
And he said, forgive me dey maka say because last time of frame epa ma shall say bibia men fan channel for the oye ni nyina no wo tu na nu mutu aka de oye sa aka ho esa tenam so me dey say nhye because that time na me wo ho na na me ya ani ekwa akura me tete won them because bra wo ya de anane ne best friend kra ka say fa na chi be kan asem kire me abla obe susu bia ohun
sa strategy
bema so wo bema wo su ahun obe giedi obe susu bia wo kra na ase amno obi aka kire wo busa na kra no su be su bia boa no
you see so me very wow. Eva keti o so
enti ni de nti forgive pa de make me forgive ni pa but say me ti du pa de me kai ye me sa kai make me forgive but kai na ebe wo me tiri mu no me hu obi a anka wodum no say nka me bakora nka sakora no na na bufuo ebe sa me bani bi because ni attitude we want so no enu kakra e wo me bani mu nti na de ya ka say Akora mi de baby am abra board me.
Right now blocking and contact. Blocking the contact.
Oh, baby, only say because the last time of friend me couldn't fire. And on any case you be call be 8 months. I said you one me a friend and I make a chance and say so of me don't need no of me be ma. Say be man ba Ghana wo mu no. Di wo hu say be ma bi che be. Di twen one me be.
Oh yes, I be what no nim say why dwene mu ahanti ne kwa be.
So I say, on Missy Bra, me go school ni na because na ye that I say, course secondary school be or say on to us to be or so bad chili. So for be our and our course secondary school we are or see it foul ever say na one only the and on him say wa fa me se me oba me be ware no e na ni asafa e ma dodo a me pe sa na ono ye ni me na me hu the whole situation sa na me hu no na de me ya kra ne se o ye me first boyfriend no de ye me ya wo o ye me first boyfriend na me sa ne sa fa ko wo e ba kra sa wo
and then the money, yeah, but it's good.
And only idea na me home and or nipa or no one will be a me ya because me too. And also yeah, Juma. And he said, me come to school nanny a wolf for Bafra and yammy ya, but I was so kind of pressure me. Nami Busa say, and now. Far will be and by force me go school thinking I mention and by force to say Chinchina also gave we are me fell now make me I am other side and my pen they can't make me I town and only me and then yeah me the acid babu and him met the whole school class for me the acid babu and only a bra idea name is true. Because say TV cran na ye de ask de go obi afede nipa na nimu aye enu titire e na me di branch na chi a odi o share that di ono so na kai o se me share that pa na mi because me pe wo me ba sa na o kai the last time o no ye na confession a kire me Sana okay, say na ope me ba.
Wow.
Ni fie, sana ono ne kai. Say madani body me baby mfo. Na odi me say odi me aye picture oni fie. Me ba na odi nde picture. Even na bra akra no akra na mfa all because of na akra no what here no opotu akra ne mind etre no. It's sometimes me ba afukro no akora for 3 years. O friend na halo se no sa ba. Akora isi akora ni on kasa obekọ ni papa ho. Obi o mi ma mi ho no akora ti mi su a obekọ ni papa na ni ma me de ne ko ba o. Enti onyi ni be 8-9 years and se na mi chire bi mu chire no. Ndi akura na ensi ni nchen ada ekosi last year me ka say me di akura me ba na afi de obey ni duty as a father na me say debi o me here duty as father bia o ma me here ta no kura akura no me se bra otimi besu wo ye hall ma me fira me say de ade a be me ye wo fia mani njinwo otimi besua se akura ni mpie akura so omba on so chinchina boy besua na ansa na me ma yesa so na akura no esusu nti bi ho na akura na frɛ me no aka je se mama papa ba ha say wo me so me mpese me call no hu me even bra ko ba ana ko bi a na dream ewa year obetimi ato bibi abra kran bla oba ode ensapan eneba
living legend
ensapan nanka wo pray forgiveness from Accra oba no no ato bibi se oba die eso oba ode ensapan eneba
afa no ho adwene yeah samo baby near bro
enti dey forgive but they make me forgive but my mind na me who anytime bia me who me tie me ba no boys a oya ade bia me ti ane say nya na ngosa wo papa because I hwe wo ne me ba be ma enti ngosa papa na kura ma me no no akura be ka say dey the way am see say ma me dey anything man ko say me papa na am say wo su ban bi e ma aku bi na e ko say o papa enti me so me dey no na dey ya me ya kra na say minia pa na wodim but minia na mbo so da even me bible ochi abra na wari mpo no still minia na ni e wo me ma wari mu bi na minti se ufie fuotimi eta wo e ma ni duru sadia minim roti enti me ya mo enyume da me tie de e be koso bi
e pa chabate yanko ponshi
me mamo ale
yo that's it
okay yo okay.
Pacha obetumi afre obetumi afre yenti sister nso audio de bae.
Hello brother Seth, good evening. Sabi biya boko when it's a program where there's a man ka sabi was trying to say program na man head just a man head and I'm person we are calling programs be saying you share your ideas and your thoughts and maybe your past experiences. As someone Dr. Khan is it's very true, very very true. Obi Awasasi Subiano has experienced like a little bit of pain from a relationship or from anywhere, and see all these hard feelings are bibrena no most of us no yenyano. It is the result of a past situation that happened. So like maybe say my first relationship ever, like me obi am de makoma man no me de many tone so and everything like that. Ojame abekwa I didn't know what I did. I didn't know my mistake. I didn't know what I did at all. So like an innocent lamb bia akofa na akotwaniti. Me okay? And I couldn't live with it. It was so serious. Like, and I just exposed myself to, friends. You just have fun with people. And trust me, and that was my first time. I couldn't hold it. Okay? I couldn't, control the situation because I don't know how. And I don't know when to, overcome that kind of broken heart. So one way and so it can lead you to so many things you end up going wayward. If only say family or any person can't help you at that early stage, I mean you can go wayward. So if you see all these girls on social media, some are as a result of the pain that they went through, and they couldn't handle the pain. No one can handle pain. It has resolved into something else. It has resolved into another behavior. Inculcate behavior be outside themselves. Then then they can't find themselves no more. They've turned to different person. They've turned into something else. And I could say when I was growing concerning my past relationship and the broken hearts issue, I got to realize, fine, definitely, so heavy pain. So, we are all living with pain in our hearts. We are all living with pain in our hearts. And me, Dr. Kasembi said, if something happens to you for the first time and you are able to beat it, you should be able to beat another, the second, the second situation ever told you are supposed to beat it. You have to, beat that situation. And it's true. After having that particular first time broken heart, the second one, I didn't even know who to say. Yeah, I thought that normal. At least the Ekow the first time was even greater than this, so I didn't even take it to heart, and everything was cool. So that's my say. So I'm saying to the people watching on this page, say, we have to beat those things. And the most important thing is you have to know yourself. Okay? You see, when you are single, we are single for some time. You get to know yourself. You get to know your priorities. You get to know what you want. You get to know what you are looking for. So, until say, okay, say, me lonely now. It doesn't make you like no. You are not useless. You are just trying to, understand yourself as a human being, understand your mind, understand who you are practically. So certain things, we should learn. We should learn both sides, men and women. Obi any video some time ago was it Kaneno Bema nim nyansa oba Jimmy oba nso nim nyansa Bema Jimmy. But so you paying so the obi Jimmy. That kind of video. That video seriously took me off. Very, very true, because if we refuse to learn about from our past, we can't move forward. Yeah, I would say it's me there from your past relationships, past experiences with people. Because you can never live in this world and say you will be isolated from human. No, it doesn't work that way. So I'm urging, say, you have to forgive. I dated some guy also some time back, and and all of a sudden the guy came in like, oh, what did I do? What was my wrong? I don't know. Okay. Later on, I got to realize that he saw a different girl, and happened. Sometimes when it happens that I have to cry out, cry and then forgive yourself. You pain in every room. Then you tell yourself, say, yes, I gave myself a chance. It was you who gave that person a chance into your life to do this to you. Then you forgive the person. You ask God to forgive you also. Ask God to forgive you in the first place. Ask God to forgive you. Or the child, that's also the child who you see the person and you guys will go along. And trust me. And then we are just like friends. Like we've dated before. It doesn't even hit me. I don't even see it. So you don't hold any pain against those people. No, you live your life normally. And being single is not a curse. It's to help you know yourself, know who you are, know what you are looking for in this life. It's even add value to your sense of humor. It add value to your own self-esteem. So me to say where I am, certain things don't bother me. And never been to me bother me. We me one or two things. Be na me shena dia wo ye no enkeke me sana. I just me pacho baby. Then I move on with my life. That is what I do right now. I'm not in for any stress or anything concerning relationship. So it's really good. Being single is not a curse. It is really, really good. And you have to forgive yourself if you find yourself in any situation that is so tough that you can't do anything about it. You have to forgive yourself and talk about it. Most importantly, we have to talk about it. So you guys should learn how to forgive yourself, talk about it, free up your mind, have some peace of mind for yourself. These things all brings anxiety, depression, and everything, and it breaks you down completely. And we have to learn for ourselves, learn to be with people, learn to be happy, learn to be free-minded. That is really, really important. So what you say? Me, I like it when you are doing programs like this and you are letting us call in and share our thoughts and ideas. I'm not come back door sometime.
Yeah, we see for yes, stand audience. Me pa chobo so betu afre. No I share experience, breaking out experience and how you overcame it. Yeah, so I just bounce you somewhere and move on. If I trouble to me afraid, that's also we can end here. Like 4 minutes now, yeah, 1 hour 30 minutes. Yeah. Something we don't have to joke. To say the Ekow. Ni say didi agro. Who so be go through sign man try so be ben no. Chichenere encourage the person. What you say? Na mum no enfan sere no. Ebi before the enemy yard no. Say obi kwa saa de no ye sere no. Ye nya de say ye nya de kra. Aha. It's one like a video in my yeah, and this is a friend. Okay, so a lot of people experience multiple heartbreaks because they don't want to be alone to have time for themselves and analyze their life. But jumping from one relationship to the other is one of the greatest mistakes I was away. Say, o person will be fellow vacuum, no, abra wonu hili. Hey, disadvantages women say, yeah, advantage back home and say, oh, you will get someone. So the best sereni pana weja but reality was 18. Because you will expect much from new one hour bano, and that new one cannot deliver. What I say, then obesha say project ya na woman it is good panos. Even if the person is good, the person may look bad to you. What I say, after obesha say action aso. Akoma na say ko bi man na kasa ni pano be feeling love no wado mo no because of say what to nti. Nipa na be try so or force and that person will break down. You tend to say say nipa ne momu no try so more affix no me see the be me catch say any wadwuma so be fix you bi say nipa na ma no kwan say yem fix na ube bregu ube hete ho what you say and try say yeah rebounds on obey rebounds that nampons is true be breeze I don't know they try say omo obi replace na wakakwa he no what you say enye nipa na oba no a responsibility so no na be fix you me see me ya ni obi a go through sad no me try say me boa na ma sa nipa na you okay eto wi ase na wasan so akoba na yen na akwada so you should know so when he lia nipa na be share aba be hoover bi oba be check ya he so we okay ya oba na because of so why no still you want closure into you go na nipa na why do be I took 6 months to fix this person. What you say? Or go back and then could die. What you say? And no, they don't try so be moving on. Nipa on pe obi no weja we si wo. Just move on. Move on. And you are say nipa no e kwa kwati nchi no asan so aba. Yi na adwene ne de ye ne kwa fi utirimu. And your problem. That's not your problem. E no problem. What you say? Nipa no kwa ye ono momu loss, enya wo loss. When you say there are so many emrante omu be share or be interested. They now we expect obe momu no de ba ma. O ye be man so they we expect oba mu be meti. But munya time am ho. Who go through heartbreaker, nya time am ho. Just pull back cry. Na try so be work on yourself. Na mistake na we yeah a man sad and happy, you know. One can repeat it. Sister Gloria, welcome. Yankupon sha. As some there can a good deal. A good deal. Because say one fix here, the same pattern be repeated. Mistake can away, you know. And I did when you say nipa be a problem with attachment. O she will be in the year not with throttle side panel. Until say the name ran on so no, near say no. what I see today, and they said there are a lot of people are you say emotionally. In Kophobia say emotionally. Ujum said this person, nanko you good but because of wrong person opinion in 70. That's how the pana say no. When you be a man, wow, one can saw man and go through the healing process na asababa. Obi ababa wako mubiano, mumbe say no. And I said the side the pan be more than the offer move first one. The same one will follow beginning of the program. No, the doctor and kind some more we find it serious. I'm telling you, idea we and find diagro. Na monso na mo hwe na monso no my address amodem kofa kuma ebe ye I to say arena na mo de diagro mo very very careful. Hey, idea we na was an emanipa kum no ho. It's in the Bible. Oso no menka obi odi nipa fa ya umu. It is our shaman the word the answer no they will go through into no when you okay no would back you will be innocent such a wagene because ebi mo find joy in doing this thing or ya not to na fe se obi ba ebre obi ba ma ebre ade me ya de bia me kasa say me quote I make and say the moment o mo say wo do mo too much no and that's when they begin to play with you. The moment someone say "Wo do too much, what do my bros?" That's when they begin to play with you. And moku TV am so can nipa our power our relationship no that person and that person doesn't care. What I say relationship no se be man na wo tumi wo mu say oba no mu do too much nipa no kra sa power na mfa no ho say opposite nso na se be man no mu e say be man no mu I say ne do no ewo form echen oba na it's the same thing. What I say so be man no kodo oba na too much oba na kra power no odo be di agro. It should be balanced. They be make kire mo red flags on e na from day one but mono odo na kata mu ni whether so be man say oba na kata weni you don't see anything. Ye do di agro. Nipa no onye interest and also then you pull back. So no pull it back mienu ebia me catch up me say enya adwembone na emomu ade de be protect ho ura relationship mu na we say nipa no I say opese wo mu put in work sister jai anu na munche mutiwi na ya we because you invested a lot of energy to get the person's what approval menya sa ade no we are branch na hwa me a uni bibia approve. Me see genuine desire can never be negotiated. Se nipa no opewa. Oh how o ma won stress it. Bra. Se sister no opewa o ma won stress it. Sister, bra no opewa o ma won bre. Ebi mu just o mu go extra mile. Eye nyoma just to win the person's approval. And no sa nipa ni untemu ti abefa otirimu because ni na energy investing of ego time. Eh na oto na ye we ya no. Ego bruise. What you say? Ha. Yeah, omo me side na no twen omo no we enya fe. I say men are scared of respect, value men are scared of respect, value women who know their worth. If they know you are fine without them, they don't take you yeah, that's it. And I can say Miss Tia Debbie from Lady because if I say me shiao, me my that all they pay me because of I don't know me no. It is me be shiao. Let me jai the me na. You will lose interest because you came for what I'm doing. What I say. But them say they lose themselves. O personality na we ye ninti na man nipa no fall in love with you no. The moment obe jai na ko focus on side nipa no so no. No lose interest. After the nipa na nka friend na seconds no apeke nipa na test na within seconds no reply no e ba be 16 hours no aka cha o no wada or that 16 hours living legend. After nipa o ka o kon home pa nka o misa say o ade ntino aba na no bi say na ade na oba no one friend yan kan kire me when you say game over me say na red flags na ya na wo ho well, but o person work ya na eyi but egu Aha, if I told one like a live and my aha, and she be a no besi. Ya mammy, as I saw friend say, oh, where you mumu. Non fan chair, or so would you mumu. Tip me can't chemo. Yeah. But I told it to me afraid. I say, yeah, close the door on the X. You never go. Yeah, the thing is X, the word X, no, a example. A example. A chemuko. A chemuko. A betrayal lesson. In this idea of a lesson, I do fire was a mess answer call back because you think says I did pakrana change. Eh, yeah, be version 2.0. Yeah, baby version 2.0. Man, yea, and far command the agro. Men fa akoma nya de ndi agro ha emfa akoma de ndi agro ebusuafo betumi afre aka ye be aka 24 obetumi afre aka 24 minutes na de dwumedie na bewie aha aka 24 minutes obetumi afre wo futu obi nso obetumi ahye as simple as that. Yeah, as simple as ABC. Emfa akoma de ndi agro me say bi mu sheda J nim say sa de pa me kwa ha no F boys no omomo mfa ho obeshara about life mu ababe because uncle for no dia last week na me chechere omo moving pa the acceptance stage ni the healing stage no omaka the anger stage ho omaka they are stacked over there omunya total healing. It is highly panel instead of say side and buy either so be work on himself no why gentleman or be than F boy into oba bia baba na akwemu bia no obeseo and ma bebre nso aka the anger face ho. After why not just say we are brandy ababa na akwe mo be sell because the okomu no o healing ye de onya healing ye abusia for ubetumi afre na onso wa share with you ubetumi so aye audio nso aye de aba aye WhatsApp number isu de maka chairman say moma moni nda ho moma moni nda because I dey title call for papa I'm telling you a chunk of for pa a video be hu ya obi eda eye a friend saying polytank mu in a but the more you learn not the more na hunu what you say the more we share the more na won say enye fedi agro what you say habuja for ye nyako bia dia aha and the mubesi. Yeah, sister Yabua Deborah say, it's true. When he lia, Obasa kotomu biu. Obasa koto obi relationship ko na so person be single. Ana say opeso obi fill a gaps in mumaya the man. Obi fill that space in the man. Ebasa de obebre. Ebasa de obebre. Omodu be diagros, omodu be experiments. The moment ombe say mark a friend. Mark, Miss Row, and a Patrick Kachi, and time you see recipe. Why?
Yo. Motivation Kappa. Your name is Yabusia Funina.
I just Mark.
I mean, no, I said, my may make and say, no, a foot will be a person be two a isa in Cofona, Omode amount for Akumadia.
Yeah.
Say we oba na mani pa na pesa pili na sa we sa die na ejai
or remember best system egwe you chat
we be ma ejai say we oba ejai sa die no na sa nkofo ya na omo wi ye nyefe kura
come on ba ban
omo wi ye nyefe na me no long time ago na have cars be sa like omo is so proud almost is one time we dey na on share na me share say or a career woman or a career woman ni bi no omo a che say ye dia to mo ti mu say educate school kono na ye na omo ko school na na oye wi pe be ma be ba be pe no
superman be ba no
and I say Prince Charming, everybody fan up. And I said it here, or yes, Uncle Foodie beer. I think me share another no here. Now, we are sorry, them me the disclaimer me mpeno na me mpeno kura me mani nje ne ho but na that time position na no hwe me a ohun na wo so a higher position ti na ohun se me ba mani to na ni mpena wo bu me nimtia so ho on san ko fo ni bi no like anye ni chi ba no wa hina ni akoto nchen se me no nye beta no so a wo hunu ena ewu musa ena nansenya na bishia no wadi be 35 or 35 years nti me hu no afina ono nipa na ono won fa menye hwe no me hu na me hu na no mayi mani o ye no de ye na me bi ye no afi ono no hu me na I said ye ono na afi de o approach me so hu no ena de oni enkomo na oni me di no I can tell said na ni je me hu so I hu which means say ono o sika papa bi career woman a sika papa bi an so even saa de mani nyina echi no mempe me ni nje hu because aya de bia ka said mema ye yemfa ya oba yemfa musika ho no eyampa
na manfa unse bemma me me chechra de we bemma edo oba not for maybe but edo oba for what she is, but oba edo bemma for what they can do for them, and a fact, no doubt. Potato. It's a potato network. Pachakasa.
Asia baby.
Pachakasa.
On say ye pe asumdie ene obi a obu yen eno na ye hwehwe ti wo hono na sa degree ni sa na ye ba no ye mfa ho ohwe a mempe no utimu se wanyini waye bafu waye kakraka na mse oko 40 years we jina mu si yi
living legend
uko ware ne pe u bi nu pe u bi nu pe na kese no obey times 2 afro be ba no aye akoya nu by the time obi di 40 no abo abrewa no ati aka so ntimi nya bible so yi nya ya wade nti no wano no and another scenario si wo no we die eno so na nsen ya Ghana ni girl bi na odi wa tap no odi mi wie ko na ewo mi wo WhatsApp no me screenshot wa kire Ghana ni girl bi o ena eja me be pay o ena so mpe me ena aka kire me say den wo boyfriend fine me twa so na wo hwe de we a oba ne se reject be kora na esede na wa hwe wo kope be ma na se wo hu be na ye na eye video call so hono enti na ohu me dem ho no ohu se be ma no TV incident mu a na what conclude say because a TV incident mu nti we jai nipa no because aba ya obi hu se TV enemy dem
what if say the panorama and TV ya be there wo hu
eno bi sam sa dem hwe TV na enam so me hwe TV na me no me computer ena game me TV na ngasa nie be wo so me nye me fe nti me bo video games no PS4 ena PS1 no me jam bi ji mani
eji ni kakranka
so ho no ena me kan sa kire ena say ade na me ni TV na me ko to ena me say ade enye for so bi ahwe TV eno original so jai me and what no
you meet living legends pal
share yet be show them here who said TV kekere esi won ti na chese na adwe ye ne se wo na hia wo sa na tie na wo ko bi dem na se TV ni won ma hia ni we ye hia so no eno afeso bi sa me na wo go school am say adan eje school go na eja e ma nipa yi na say me nko am say me nko na sa o ka chem say de we jai like or the catch him so boyfriend fine I feel obi our boyfriend no. Me wa text me. It is saying okay, no reply no. Me reply reply BMO. It take days.
Days. Some games no play no to boost their ego. Like
Charlie. And I'm saying and I'm jai. I feel the second time or texting me with him. This time I'm taking days so it take 2 months.
hey,
What texting me? I'm texting back. No, just say, or some said to saying, or one was asking, how are you doing? No, my reply. No, because I was just saying, or reply. 3 months. 3 months. So, into your yeah, and I'm saying, hey, into your taxi, be man, fino. And I'm feeling, I feel not, and I reply the message. I catch him said, I didn't mean both one another. And I catch him said, so a boyfriend and he meaning Casada. And also they say this, on Casada would give them the fine. Which was a shame. What do you mean? I met text here. Miss Chris was message number one. She said, oh, just a sound.
Just to boost the ego, keke, or do diagro. Why should you even entertain such a person? You don't have to even entertain such a person.
Me jai ni mpo. So no. Ntina me jai ni si bu kura raja. Oh. Se omo mpe wa. Wodi o mpe nipa na ma ne nkwe. Omo di agro.
Omo ya
onya wa no ja hoko.
Yeah. Omo yes just to boost their ego.
That's it. Adi omo ye no. Me dem see ya.
Okay, so boss. So that's it.
No biaba.
Yeah.
So yeah, bye.
But you also bet me after I 30 minutes now. A friend is saying, yeah, so stop chasing what you want. You walk right into what you need. Are you healed or just trying not to think about it? Or they'll go through no, broken heart and a buyer no. In fact, why you healed? And I answer when I'm person who you. Okay. You can't be bitter and expect your life to be sweet. When I come or more my margin so mobile nipa boneno. Or your margin say, oh, same call for now one or brabono. Are you okay? Yeah, Sebo. For I make a comment. I say she play like in con. Yeah, or didn't diagro. True. Yeah, is you. I say some of those career women who work in male-dominated industry sectors become like, or maybe to say member, yeah, they compete with their, exactly. They be me catch it. Say, or more higher. We into no more na in your kuno. Or more what stay there and no more higher positions. Says I mean, a mood was saying in your kuno. What I show mo, what I say industry no, movie industry Ghana no, show mo, sango for no, you do send a wukunu. A kind of a member no more panel, some man a near assassin way so. Sango finance or more relationship menche. A more wale cross and che. Why? What's an answer beside side? Because the thing is, the Omachi wa brabomono, and then a more pass, but they be a mecha, Bearman fa usika home, Bearman fa with degree home. Bearman fa will level do abrabomu, adi ofishe, and so ba ware oba, na ba brown one side, ediama, and then idea Bearman shishe. Yen fa wa hon fair news because I never need a bit me through and sadana. I want to be through her, or turn a bayra, or nufuni na betrenchum, but a good heart and a good soul. Still an sani pan won't fit. I say, to the end, a catch romo. Easy. Hello, Mama. How are you?
Yes.
Dickness, welcome.
Thank you. Now what is saying?
But I'm not doing also.
Adum. program logo so ahu.
Ye ba che guso pa yetio.
Ayo. And me de e ma reho pa but my tie bia na nyame hira won so wo dwuma pa wodi edima eja ye nuanu ne ye mba ne obi bia na mo nso mo be come stories na ade no ne nyina no and you learn from experience and omo share omo we no na omo nso a omo go through we no omo nso omo fa bi enfre mu na omo nsua na won fa wo nko hye mu biom nti sister ba ko bi be kasa no say ne ba oni nipa no wo ba kon ne we na ha ya na sam no de say you kasa wa forgiving no na oda so dwen hu no no kre wo betimi forgive na wo beda so adwene ho but emma eno no onfa nhye na adwene mu say bibia ni obedwene saa be ma no because say no
yes I to move you
nyame adom yes nyame adom wa ma okunu a wo ne nipa na awo enti wo say wo move forward na wo ne no wo ba enti ba na wo ne no wo no oba no nso ti said ose akra no nso ase ni su bi ya ase ni papa no ni niame bi ya ase ni papa no enti se wo si wa forgive papa no dia endie ma saade no move forward ne jai bia niama wo de hwehwehwe wo tiri mu no enti sa na wo be hunu sa so no because me ka say emre bi na obi we a wo di baaye na ni pano kire the way a almost see eye mema na ade oba no na na oka say ni kunu no ene ni jaaye no it's like ohu ni ba no e wo fie ho de
yeah reaction am here no yeah Nigeria
ni reaction ohu ni yes ohu ni ba no wo fie ho no de bia and it's like unforgiving ni kunu no enti yes na is na ase because of ohu ni copy ni kunu no copy abon woni fie ho aye ne ba nti e ma de bia na is like onya oya obi nso a ebe kwa akwara no so nti sa we na woman explaining no actually ka say edien afi e ba ne so de ade na ache ne kunu no kra nti odi che no e ho no na afi o healing nti sister no say o tie mia meka che ne say wa forgive die but so I move forward wanya obema waso ni mo ni na wo no whatever it is na ne ba e wo na brabo mu akora na e wo na brabo mu sese no e ye bema ne ba but sene ye ka no so wo say wo ni nkasa kora na ade a it's fine na sene ye ka no betimi ahwehwe wo say wo ni nkasa obetimi ape wo normal e wo baabi anytime bia no obetimi de niame bia be boda wo but at the same time no ohun ne say akora na eye ne ba na oni papa na awo no sa akora no mo na ewo say onya entitiye a onu ankasa no obema nyame asem atena ne mu na afen so odi ha nyame asem na tete akora no na akora no ne nyemu no de ni papa na eye no mo fa akora no papa dia oye no entage akora no because me say so can say o ka kire ne ba ne say we ni ye bi wo ho a wo ya say o papa say o papa o ka ne nyina no akora no aha wo say akora atoni tim no o say o me de me nyesa but you never know blood is thicker than water. Until you never know say akora ibe nyi edu baabi na bia because of ni papa wo ho no mo o a wo ti ase no na dakro me ne me papa be ye fine na ordinary ba brochire wa benyi na ebi onu a live in life na jade na papa yi etimi eni na adi nkoma na wa convince no na fe wa benyi otan edi ama ne maame no it happened anytime enti onu no de papa no onko ne way de oye wa be ye wo ni maame fie ho no na jade ni nyina oni ni tweke bia wa hunu se wa ware ena so ye sanso a e wo se Ghana na nukradie bi eni ho na nka we na wo se woman police for eti ne warning na measures bi ya di measures bi eto because edi ku akwan because said the we say kan kra na opa kire sa akra no or person use akwara na against ni say I so wan hwe yi obeku akwara no ana say no you responsible so obefa akwara no uti ase enti on take side ni serious enti sa na odinio me be hihye akwara no mu say no onhunu ni sabata akwara no ene no betena na ebi onyi edu pempenso bi na esanse ni papa no eye ne ba papa no su kakra bi be wa abofra no ma wan hwe yes asu no esori a obesori against the mother na against the mother no kra si ho wan hwe yi na ne kunu no ne na atena ene mbofra na wasane na wo no be politi ni ba na adwene ama wan hwe yi odi chaos be ba omufie ho
yeah obedu so akwara na gu na wade yeah
yes uti ase because we hunu say abarua na move forward but onu bema no opeso oye distraction ewo ni bibie mu se ne be ya obegu na aware na so ogu na aware no nso a ontumi ne ntena te se ne bia bema na wanya one ne ntena sese no enti sister no omanyame endi ne kan wade nyinaa mu na ontutu ne niama yie na akora no onfa akora ne se onu no ne ba no na ontiti no wanyame kwan mu se ne be ya da chi se ba ne se ni papa no kura ka bibi against ni mother na no akora no emfe no na emo obetimi ne papa na atena asomdwe mu na oni ne maame no so atena asomdwe mu na omo nyina omo move forward recently na me tie program bi na yesi maame bi a oni ne kunu eware ye na saa na papa no ye maame no na oni no wo ye oni maame no wo ye no te say sister ya asem ya o papa na nhwe maame o tete na ade enti be me bi na onu fi abrochire na obe ware sister no na o san de no call abrochire back odi sister no call abrochire back no omu wo ho no mo omu live omu life na papa no hunu say sister na awo enti ni ba no wo fie enti o pese o ko fa abofra no embra because we hunu say once ani ba no eti baby a omu ni na oni na aye family no say ni ba no betena omu ho no na is okay enti omu didi moa sana akora no papa apoluti ni ba na adwene wakika niama bebre e di asha akora no mu enti akora no ba abrochire no onyi ya onya te say 18 mu ko no afi na ni attitude asesa na ni attitude asesa afi ni maame no hunu de koso but eya o ka kire papa no na papa no so yesi na papa no aka mo no dance oh it's okay bia or say young ones ya be unya 18 na de ade a eni ye bi apiepie wo mu not knowing say ni papa no frɛ na oni ne di nkomo wo fa kwa bebre so obe say aware no because of that so say oba maame no life and I don't know so oba maame no life e di na betena but oba maame no life asabe say na bra bobio enti onya ne ba no kasa e di nkomo na o manu some guidelines bi na de ade enti akode wonim say akora no eye bibi eman o di papa no ko tu asem mu say ni papa no a rape no ni papa na watunu mana na wonim say abrochire de yo Matia say wonim say abrochire de say akora no kasa de a ye mfa wo hu nchewo e na ebe fa papa yi edi ne ko tu mu ye di papa no ko tu mu no papa no nim say onye bibi sa oye sofo onye bibi sa e na ne yiri na nkasa enim say enye sa na ne kunu te but onu ehunu say efi abayo ne papa hono mo e na ade no ase papa no influence ne ba no enti obisa akora no deny say ni papa no ne nka hwe obiare ne nka hwe na papa no sa na ne waye ade no enti o ka ye no maame no agusua na akora no kasa ebusuafo ni akora no kasa na ade enti akire no wonim last minute asane asem ne kosi e ko ba ne say papa no si ono de onka hwe wade ani nyina mu amanyame ena na papa na ebusuafo no so mo ntena se enhwe ma bibi say ye betu ye ba no atu prison mu na wo mu nim baby time ye be yi ni na ade because ye also onye bibi science why say wo ye maame no ba no wo ba be say papa no life enti omo mo take asem no we only be call another level enti obi nim baby ade ne free but wo nim say akura ne yes na ya chi papa no di na to prison no ye nim mpa ya papa no so bo na ye nim be say busua no so fa ba bia onim sa afa ni papa na owo Ghana horum na opolo to akura na adwene no ye say afa yare bi be ball no yare na be ball no all of a sudden ye say ba bia aduro ntimi nso ano all of a sudden ye ne call ba bi no ye say wa ye obi bone na bone na wa ye no se wanka obewu enti ye ka sa pe na afa akura na ti ye no afa akura na hunu se ni papa no di o ma ni ye papa no e bia a bibi koso se papa na bompa ya na se na ebusuafo afa baabi enti ene de o so o kan mu no kre se ne be ya onu abofra no ne hu be firi mu na se ne papa no wu kodi a na akura no onu ne wade ne hu enti omu kan sa no akura no afi akura no be ka kire ne maame se enye ni papa no nya no hwe ni papa no empunu mu na dia na ni papa onu ni papa na e ka kire ne se onka sa se ne be ye obegu papa no anim ase na waye wafa kwan bebre so edi se papa no but wanya no but we ne de wanya na nka ofu se so mu succeed a se papa no ye de na tomu na se oba ni oni o prison ho no na e bia oba baka ne bi no be gina na se obetimi aba na abra bo ma no so asosidi enti afa na akwa na ehunu se papa no ba be wu no afa na wa bie na no se enye ni papa na odi ni ba brochire no ni papa no enye no se onto ni mu na bia enti asam we ma mi ekoka ne sen abrochire nso aya so mu no ye se okoka se ni papa no nya no hwe ni wu a wan hwe yi because of wanya 18 no nso onu nso ebetimi akọ jail enti se no papa no abofra no na wu gi na free mu anase wu kunu no na wu gi na free mu na wo ba no akode mu waho enti akoye asem no bibi e wo ho menim se no mo wi asem no but me de ye mfato ho na wo sister yi we no obeka ye no na wa hwakra ne yie wo ne nyame sum mo oma ne nyame oma nyame asem ne nyame sum ensi yie na daache no de papa no beka hye na adwene mu bia no enye no na obehwe but se koba ne se anytime bia no ohun papa no wo ne ba no mu na obeka nsem ase papa no start so o kan nsem agu abofra yi so a en de wan hwe yi a ebe ha adwene enti me tufo etufo afutu a me san to biom se ya nuanu mba ni ya nuanu mbema yesre mo pa wo nyame anim se nyame nim de nti a oye aware edi ma awarefo nyame eye aware edi ma awarefo wanya aware emfa ma se unya hu nipa na adamfo a wo fa na adamfo na che se onu obeware wo anaso onu obetena kokosi debi but so emre so na wo si wadwene pina wo bompa ya nyame edi wo die eye wo die no ebe ma wo enti yesre se ya prepare ya hu na yes we no hu no ne hu ya we no betimi na atra daachi na ya mfa nyame kwan so a de bia no omebe ma ya broken heart oba be ma broken heart be ma so be ma broken heart enti se wonya so aware ana se wonya ndru se obe ware a emfa enu hihye wadwene mu se wo ni obi nante na wo ni date na ade a enu no be boa o na ledi utu aware de bi ube je di se ede ube kwa aware mu ana se ode ube your friend say no parking to say ne omo ye ne de bia no enti ma obi emfa mu akoma enni ago because akoma no eye ba ko pe na afa nso se ne ye kan ya advice no obi wo ho a oya man ho kodimu sa nipa no so obeware wo kura na enye enu na ho asem na ye ka but kakra me ka fa wo se so wo no obi hihye aware na mo beware a emfa ema wo kodimu bebre nyame bi wo ho a wo nya ma nipa no we bra wo ware no we bra onye wo yere we bra onye wo kunu wo ba no e so kata wo hu sie emfa ewu ye fa ni se wase emma be ma no enyusu ebinom wo ho ade omo ba so omo ba yusu akọ na onye wo de no twa ne bibi so ha nti emma sta kwan no na be ma nso sa ebi obebi na obo wa bra bom no feel say onu opperson no uni opperson uni no worry why anxious bibi saa no so yes anyama na to mpewa oba bedi usika oba ma wo ho akomu na so wo komu a edu ba bi no hunu se we na me pe ana se we na pese we ware a wo be sho be jawo saa na okọ ebi nso wo ho a ojawo na okọ a so hunu se ade no okọ ye na anye successful na ana se the we also play game na anye we o samba no the wa be play games bio enti mo mamo eni nda hono bebre ni nia ye ka about broken heart they say cost more than sani ye beka but nyame asem the solution of faith enya nyame asem na ye ka but wura bible no ma be kira wo kwan a wo be abayo wo be keep wo ho be ma wo be keep wo ho na even at a group pempen so pesa wo ware a wo nyiye ye saa niama wo ma wo ko dim wo baby because covenant so monya ka mo ho bo mo se mo wura mpemu na mo ne mo ho hia pe mo ye covenant is that covenant no so wan hwe yi a ebe ye din se obetimi a break saade no enti na trosem no kwa de tro no baby a obeka kire wo se Deuteronomy 22 bad down no so obeka kire wo se bema so wo bema uko tu obi mu na se bibi sa na se wo ne ye bibi a kotua ne tinsa na ware ne pano na wontimi enja ne pano but yen hwe otimi oba timi fa bema enan enum na the word try ne way so no the word try so no full on around na omo sama no uko proverbs omo wo ho no uko proverbs sama no obehu omo uko proverbs a obehu sama bema ne bi wo ho no enti yesrem de paako edi ba ye tia ye kan wasem a ye share ideas no mumma emara ni bantia mum fe bin free mu na mum sweating mu life because my life precious wo nyame anim so obedi Kristo edi so obedi wotu ho nyina ade ama Kristo ukin kan your friend say Romans 7 or that be 1 Corinthians sorry say bia 1 Corinthians 7 ho no ukin kan ba asie baabi o ka kire o say so wo ye be ma na so ba na wo ware ya ukun ni Kristo you have to devote yourself in the Christendom. Say many Maria bebre saade no they devote themselves for your friend is saying mbema for ma na say ye de o makoma di agora afa na o hwehwe nyame akira kwan enuanom mo ma ye ni mra ye ho so nyame asem ana say nyame nim de nti odi asem no ma ye na ye fa asem no yankura asem no na ye fa asem no bi embo ye moma so no say ye fa bi nchichire ye nkon na fe yamfa bi nante ya kwan so na enu no be boa yen ama we become successful e wo saa nya ma nyina mu senti saa dia enuan no mo ye be wa betena ha ka de bia na be koso de bia but pe compare saa o pe se mu nyina no you successful in life and in marriage na yamfa makoma ni agro yes at times no me ho the way we see emotion wo nya me bi hu na ya me yanso say bebre so enti ase but continue to do that because wo ye binum free niamemo na bigidi say ni nyina no di osi Bible na nkasa o kan Hebrews no osi die owo aso no ontie dia honhom no ka kire no enti omo aso no onbetie wo kasa ana say nkyerɛkyerɛ wo di ba na omo fe bi mfiri mu no mu nya adesua wo mu no mu ngina no mu kɔ omo ani omo move forward no nyame ebe nam so aye ebinom so de na nyame nhyira won so pa na yagidi pa se de adwuma wo ye no enye adwuma hu no but ebe ye nhyira madaachi nipa bebre etumi anya so mfaso nti mi di we be jam why nyame ya adwuma.
God bless you mama.
Amen.
Bushafo Yankopo enshira bio munina mubaso mesam language no kano me hwe ya masanso da ya me bio amasanso da ya me bio esramu samu passage media ne ya wa ha no omo be yi efi ase ya ensem ne bi wo ha ma me enka mianka na bro for mianka ne twi abusam for medamu ne na mase ya time na so 2 hours na ma me ntua be kan ho nti edwumede ni si wa ha na me adoma adwuada e ba betoa eye esusuaso aware jaye no ede ba yenso no after that na ni week bio no ye treat a parent no very very important, very very important nti yankopon ka mu ne na mo ho na me adoma ye besa nso ehia bio na me adoma adwuada na ukwada nso ye de narcissism no ya ba betoa so erade nka mu ne na mo but before so be no try so be like a video na maye live na ye no o click X na wo kwakoto live we no ho na wahwe and then so me say videos am post ya me the links no ebeto we ni mu na wakwakohwe ti me post links na go na wakwakohwe video no erade nshira mu ni na nyame aduma adwada yebehia ukwada nso yebehia na fiada nso yebehia yankopon nshira mo na onya mo kese ha na me de mo besi peace shalom.